Hi, welcome to BackChat, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, the founder and director of Umoyo Natural Health, Kim Otteby. Welcome.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Please tell us a bit about yourself and your business and how you started, just a bit of a background.
Sure. So I'm originally from Sweden,
Okay.
but I came to Zambia when I was only 3 years old. So I grew up here and also spent part of my childhood in Uganda, but came back here as an adult in around 2005.
Okay.
And Umoyo was founded 2007. And it was founded out of pure passion for health. I wanted to help people. And it started with just consultations, nutritional consultation.
Okay.
Helping people to figure out what they should eat, how they perhaps need to change their lifestyle, what supplements they need to take to overcome chronic illnesses. And from there it grew. And we opened a health clinic.
Okay.
And this was really a cutting-edge health clinic, drawing on all the things I'd learned from not just my studies, but working at some of the best naturopathic centers, particularly in America, drawing all those things here and putting it together. I think we were a little bit before our time, to be honest.
Definitely.
Yeah, but nonetheless, we did some great work, got people onto healthier lifestyles, overcame and helped people overcome various illnesses. But at the time, Zambia looked very different. I mean, this is 17 years ago. So Zambia at the time was very different. And we didn't have quality natural health products and supplements to support people. And that's where, or how I should say, the first Umoyo Health Shop was founded.
Okay.
And it was back at Arcades, which is right around the corner here. Yeah. And it's still there today, 17 years later. So now we have expanded slowly. It was a very organic growth. We expanded to 9 health shops. We also have an online shop now, so we can service and send products anywhere in the country. In fact, anywhere in the world, if anyone wants to buy our products. Our whole catalog is online. But what I'm most excited about and very proud about is that about 2.5 years ago, we switched or pivoted a little bit. We still have our health shops, but we pivoted and are now also manufacturing.
Wow.
Manufacturing natural health products. So we're buying local raw materials from small-scale farmers and then adding value to them and innovating into really great health products that support your health. So various drinks, we have a selection I brought a few here you can see today. It started with our alkaline water, that pink water. Oh, wow. We were the first in the country to do alkaline water. And then we've expanded to baobab juice, we have a hibiscus juice, our kombucha and so on. And also products such as instant porridge and peanut butter. And that will continue as we go on. So it's been quite a journey.
Wow, congratulations. I love your energy. I love the products. I've actually tried the alkaline and the baobab one. I like them. So congratulations. Please keep going. So also based on what you've said, Kim, how did your passion for nutritional health begin?
Yeah, I think I've always been interested in health, but I never thought that it was worthwhile career. It's not something that you can make money in, you know? Okay. So it's nothing I ever considered. I went to university and studied economics and management because I was going to work something to do with that. And I ended up actually working as a strategy consultant in London because I thought, oh, that's a proper job. That's kind of what I need to do. But it was only when I got there that I realized that this is not what I want. This is not in line with who I am or what I'm about or what I feel passionate about. But I'd never questioned it until that point. I always just tried to do the best that I could, and I kind of followed what other people thought I should do and what was considered good and highly valued in society, never really stopping to ask, well, what do I want to do? It never occurred to me to ask that question until I got to this job, which was kind of like the pinnacle, and it was like, well, now what? Is this it? Am I just trying to get a promotion within this company? Like, is this it? And I looked at my superiors, I looked at the senior partners, and I thought, no, I don't want that life. That's not for me.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that life, but for me, it just didn't feel right, and I was miserable. But I had no clue what I wanted to do. But eventually, I just quit. And I didn't have a backup plan. I had no idea. But over time, I was able to uncover and reconnect with that interest for health. And I started reading more books about health. And I was absolutely fascinated about the power of nutrition, how what we eat doesn't just affect our body, but our mind. And as I read more and more, I thought, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to study. And I went back to university to study nutritional medicine. So I basically started from scratch again. And then from that, I realized after I finished the degree that what they teach you at university is really just the basics.
Yep.
And I want to go deeper. I want to delve much, much deeper. So I sought out some of the experts within nutrition and naturopathy and went to do internships with them, went to learn from them. And the dream then became, I want to open up my own health clinic.
Okay.
But I didn't know where. And I certainly did not consider Zambia because I thought there is no market in Zambia.
Yeah, so that leads me to my next question I was going to ask. What informed you, what inspired you to open your nutrition business here in Zambia?
Yeah, well, it was, my parents were still living here and I came to visit them. And coming back, you know, when you've grown up in Africa, your heart is here. Your heart is here. This is home.
It's true.
It's home. And even though I didn't think there was a market here, I knew I wanted to live here. And I just thought, you know what, Kim, just take a chance. Just take a chance and see what happens. I was not concerned about trying to make as much money as I could. I just knew this is what I want to do. I was just so passionate about it. I wanted to help people, and I was going to find a way. I didn't know how, I was just going to find a way. But it wasn't, you know, often I don't call myself really an entrepreneur. I was just a person who followed their passion and then developed a business out of that. That's kind of how it happened, yeah.
Okay, well done on that. I actually attended your recent event.
Yes, thank you so much for supporting.
Thank you for having me. So based on what you just said, what did you learn from starting your business, your own business here in Zambia? And what advice would you give to others? I know you said you're not necessarily an entrepreneur, but most people probably...
Oh, but I have learned and I have become... certainly wasn't a business person, an entrepreneur when I started, but I've had to learn. You know, when I started, I was a therapist. That's how I defined myself. And that's often... you know, I was working very much in the business, and one of the lessons I had to learn was first, well, to become a manager, but then from that to become a leader. How do you actually lead an organization, especially when it becomes a certain size? Because when it's small, you can keep everything in your head, you can kind of keep your hand or your finger in all the pies, that's what's everything that's going on. But as it grows, that's no longer possible. Yeah. Now you have to start delegating and leading. So that was a lot of lessons related to that. But I think regardless of what you do, you need to have that underlying passion, because business is not easy. Running a company is not easy. You know, if I had known what I know now, I don't know if I would have gone into it, because there have been so many challenges, but that is just part of the game. That's just part of running the everyday of a business. And unless you have that passion, are you really going to have that resilience? Are you really going to persevere when it gets tough? I don't think so. You have to really love what you do to come back day after day and be willing to deal with those challenges, because it is not easy. So that would be one piece of advice I would say to anyone who wants to go into business. Another really important thing is you have to have vision. You have to have a very clear understanding of what it is you're trying to do. Because there was one point in Umoyo's journey where there was no vision. We had our health shops and we hadn't updated our vision. And because of that, the business kind of just stagnated. It wasn't moving forward until we updated our vision And that's where the whole manufacturing thing came in. And when that happened, suddenly there was new energy, there was new momentum. We were going somewhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, we flatlined. Because in business, if you're just staying
Yeah.
the same, you're actually moving backwards because everyone else is moving forwards. So having a vision, but updating that vision, very, very important. So, well, there have been so many lessons along the way. I mean, you name it, I've probably gone through it.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think is the future of natural health products, and just in terms of natural health in general in Africa? What does the future hold? What does it look like?
I would say it's huge. I would say it's absolutely massive. I mean, when I started Umoyo, very few people were interested in health. Then the conversation was more about infectious diseases. Now, however, it has shifted to these chronic lifestyle illnesses, and that very much hinges on how we live and what we eat.
Yeah.
And people are becoming more and more interested and educating themselves more, taking more responsibility for the health. So I can see that this market is just going to grow and grow and grow. And also we have such incredible natural products and superfoods in this country. For instance, the baobab. This is one of the best fruits in the world for vitamin C. Everybody talks about oranges for vitamin C. Baobab is off the charts if you compare it with oranges. And to take this is an African fruit, and to take that and add value to it like we've done with our baobab juice, but there's so many other products that can come about that. And we have so many other plants like that we can use and add value, and that moringa is another one. And the US, Europe are going wild for this because it's so nutritious. So I think that the opportunities are huge.
Okay, so that's moringa, that is baobab fruit, aka cream of tartar?
Yes, or mabuyu. Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I've tried it. I like it. It's got an interesting taste, but I think for me, growing up, because I had tried it.
Yeah.
But it's good. Yeah, thank you so much for being here and being so insightful, telling us more. I'm so inspired just talking to you. I feel I need to do more, because as the old adage goes, you are what you eat. And it's been a pleasure. If you've got any last words you'd like to say, you'd like to share, any advice you'd like to give, please.
No, but thank you so much for inviting me onto your podcast.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure to be here. You know, if people want to find out more about Umoyo, they can connect with us on social media. Become part of the community, try one of our products. I'm excited for the future, and let's see what the next 5 years will bring.
Well, thank you. This has been BackChat with the elegant and brilliant Kim Otteby. Thank you, and see you later.